Hi, I'm Bill Nicholson. Thank you for joining me. I am a proud resident of the Coachella Valley, one of the most philanthropic communities anywhere in the world. I would like to share with you a few of the very fine nonprofit organizations that deserve and need our support. These organizations help a large number of Valley residents that, if not for their existence, would have nowhere to turn for the kind of help, guidance, and support that they need. Each is unique, each is deserving. It is my hope in viewing this presentation you will discover more about these wonderful organizations and the members of our community that rely upon them. Please consider ways in which you can help. Let's all work together to make our community and this world a better place. It's human nature to put our heads in the sand and say, that will never happen to me or someone I love. But what if it did? What if you or your parent or your spouse was unexpectedly hit by a stroke or a traumatic brain injury? What would you do? Where would you go? It is my privilege to introduce to you the team at Stroke Recovery Center in Palm Springs, where they are forever changing the lives of those impacted by these unforeseeable events.
My daughter is a caregiver, and she says, I think I know the place for you. And so she brought me over here.
You need centers like this in every city across America, every town, because people's insurance run out and you can't afford a therapist. And 9 times out of 10, you can't go to a gym by yourself because you need the assistance with the equipment. And that's what they provide here.
The Stroke Center has clearly become one of the greatest things in our lives.
I think it's important for everybody to understand that the stroke is a brain attack. It actually is either a clot that goes to your brain or a blood vessel within your brain that actually breaks. When that happens, a portion of the brain actually dies.
I had right hemiparesis and my arm went up and my face up this way.
I couldn't move my arm when I first got here, and that was a month ago.
Now there are over 800,000 people that have strokes every year. They need continued rehabilitation.
Paul came here and suddenly there were other people here and other caretakers for me to talk to, and a caretaker group.
They're very supportive. They have smiles on their face when they see you improving, and the other patients see you improve too. And they clap each other on and urge each other on.
It was so nice to see a community that's like a subculture that you belonged in.
We have, over the years, we've done research which has shown that working with groups of people, being able to support them with exercise, being able to support them with cognitive therapies, being able to support them with speech therapies, and being able to help them with counseling, with group sessions, with really looking at each individual person and treating them to really recover what is still there of that person. Our results show that we keep people out of the ER, we keep people out of the hospital, we keep people feeling better about themselves, and lo and behold, they also get better. It's absolutely amazing. What we want to do is we want to transfer this same type of therapy to other neurological diagnoses. Right at the moment, we are already starting to see a couple of patients with multiple sclerosis, and we're hoping in the future to be able to expand that into Parkinson's disease as well, and allow them also to build a community of fellow sufferers so that they can benefit from the same forms of therapy that we use for stroke and for traumatic brain injury.
This place is very special to me. As long as they still have the space open, I'm coming.
You want to walk, you will walk. Nobody limits you but you.
Learning and knowing more about recovering from stroke and brain injury is what the people at Stroke Recovery do every day. They are there to help you work through it and will make a world of difference in your life. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to open your eyes and your hearts to the needs of our developmentally disabled community. We oftentimes don't realize that the simple everyday things we take for granted can be frightening or overwhelming for the people that lack the capacity to fully understand what is happening to them. Now take something that strikes a bit of fear in everyone, like going to the dentist, and try to imagine how terrifying that must feel to someone who can't fully process what can be, even to you and me, a very uncomfortable experience. Thank goodness for the patient and caring dental professionals and dental students at We Care Dental in Rancho Mirage.
Desert Friends of the Developmentally Disabled proudly supports We Care Dental, whose focus is on providing dental care to the developmentally disabled population in our valley in a caring environment. We are proud of our affiliation with Western University School of Dentistry, providing training and sensitivity to dental students while helping serve our community.
Most of the people that come in are in a situation where they cannot get dental access or dental treatment regularly because of the fact that most dentists are nervous about treating this population. You know, the developmentally disabled population, the disabled population, really anybody in need. You find elderly people that are in need. You know, they're in their 70s, they're in their 80s, they can't take care of themselves anymore. These are the kind of people we treat. Veterans who have been injured and hurt, who can't find anywhere that they can be treated. As you know, you've known about what's going on with veterans. We help these people. We take care of them to the best of our ability. We try and treat people with care and love and kindness and just a wonderful feeling of goodness to them. Many of these people don't have any money at all. We feel that by giving, it's going to provide a service to these people that they can't get anywhere else.
Desert Friends of the Developmentally Disabled helps to raise funds to run We Care Dental Clinic in a fun and unique way that involves and embraces the community that it benefits.
We have a fashion show that we put on every year for our population. There are people in the area that supply clothing for us and supply these patients with clothing to walk down this aisle. We have music. We have people in the area that provide their services to do this. Well, I want to tell you something. I have patients come in here that walk down that aisle, and all of a sudden the audience starts to clap for them, and the smiles and the love that comes on their face. These people come in here every year. When is the fashion show going to be, Dr. Glick? When am I going to walk down the aisle again? I love it when I'm walking. This is the best feeling I've ever had in my life. No one has ever treated me like that. You can do something good for people. The population can help us in doing that. If they can't do it with any other way, let us help us with giving us some funds to continue to be able to provide these services. It becomes necessary for us, the public, to help and assist and take care of them. We're in dire need of that kind of funding in whatever way that you can provide. Whether you wanted to come in here and assist us, whether you want to come in here and provide services for us, whether you want to come in here and provide contributions for us, these are all the things that we need.
We Care Dental is also proud to serve others in the community that may not have access to affordable dental care. Funding this clinic is essential for all those in need of affordable dental care. Please call for information on how you can help.
At We Care Dental, the loving professionals truly take the word care to a whole new level of understanding, even if it does take a little extra time. Imagine being diagnosed with a chronic, lifelong illness, and imagine the stigma that comes attached with that disease. It can make even day-to-day survival nearly impossible. The amazing people at AIDS Assistance Program help low-income people living with HIV/AIDS by providing the most basic of human necessities, nutritional support, food. It helps to meet the need of those who are already dealing with seemingly insurmountable obstacles and gives them one less hardship to deal with.
Well, we've been in existence for 23 years, and we supply nutritional support to men, women, and children that are low income that are living with HIV or AIDS. We do it all without government grants. It's all based on our events and donations. How the program works is twice a month our clients come in and they receive a food voucher that's redeemable at Stater Brothers grocery store. And it has a face value of $50. They get that twice a month. And when they actually come in, they come in the first and third Tuesday of every month. They meet with a volunteer who checks their well-being, acts as kind of a counselor, so to speak, kind of a friend. You know, without food, it's very hard to function or do anything. Nutritional support is the bare basics of what humans need: food and water. And with proper nutrition, we see that our clients are motivated to do other things. They're able to, carry on with their day. They're able to get to their doctor's appointments. Many of them have even been able to get on and, with their lives and get on to careers and start getting a job. And, they're just happier all the way around. When you don't have that pressure of how am I going to eat, you can do a lot. Like I say, most of these people have no families, so they look forward to coming in here and chit-chatting with our volunteers, who are really great guys and they're really understanding. And they take all the time that's needed to, find out what they've been up to, how are their doctor's appointments going. And it's meaningful for these clients to be able to speak to somebody. We're always appreciative of donations. We're always appreciative of volunteer help, whether it's, stamping envelopes or stuffing envelopes or hanging posters about our events. Our big fundraiser, Evening on the Stars, really carries us through about 3 months of the summer. So, June, July, and August are just dry as can be for us. So that event helps us, and it also brands us and it brings people into the fold that might attend the event that didn't know we existed before. Aside from that, we have a lot of little fundraisers. We have the Academy Award Party at Trio in Purple Room. We've got, a toy drive. We've got a car raffle happening on October 30th of this year. So we do have to do events to try to engage folks, our current folks and younger folks that we need in the fold, 10 years from now, because we don't see an end to. We have a waiting list right now of over 130 again. We had that down to 80 from 270, and now it's back up again. So there's definitely a need, and it's not being met.
Think about it. Something so simple as a voucher for food relieves just a little stress and can make a huge difference in the lives of low-income families dealing with HIV/AIDS, giving them one more reason to fight hard against this disease. Now we are going to learn about a very special nonprofit that has been providing amazing outreach and support to disabled children in the desert for over 60 years. Angel View, which is so aptly named, has had a long and successful history in enriching the lives of these children. In fact, it is the longest established nonprofit organization in the desert.
The unmistakable figure of an angel, her wings outstretched, watches over the city of Desert Hot Springs. She hovers in a subtle gray light every morning high up against the rugged dark face of San Jacinto Mountain, so that the untrained eyes have to search for her.
My name is Walt Johnson. I'm the new president of the Board of Directors of Angel View. Congratulations to Angel View on its 60th anniversary celebration, a significant milestone in the history of Angel View.
At its inception, few would have foreseen the remarkable progress and expansion that Angel View has enjoyed over these past decades. From a small facility dedicated to the treatment of children stricken with polio to a large and vibrant entity, Angel View has grown beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Currently, Angel View has 19 state-of-the-art group homes, a busy daycare program that serves approximately 60 individuals, a thriving outreach program that has benefited hundreds of local families, and 19 hugely successful resale stores that greatly assist in providing resources for our endeavors. Angel View has become an anchor for disabled individuals, as well as their families and loved ones. Angel View has become a stabilizer within local communities throughout the Coachella Valley.
I wish that more people would know about all the wonderful work that goes on here, because it is extraordinary, and I think you really have to see it to understand.
And once you come here once, you have to be dead
or if you're not hooked.
I'm so impressed with what these people are able to do. I can't do anything they do.
I'd like to thank the Angel View Board for selecting me. I'm humbled, I'm flattered, and I'll cherish this day as long as I live.
We invite each of you to come tour our headquarters in Desert Hot Springs and become better acquainted with Angel View as we look to furthering our commitment to our clients and our communities, and look forward to successfully continuing this mission far into the future.
I'm incredibly optimistic about the future of Angel View and would like to invite each of you to become actively involved and partner with this wonderful organization. Thank you for your commitment to Angel View.
If you've been here in the Valley long enough, you've probably shopped at or donated to one of the many Angel View resale stores that help fund this fantastic organization. Shopping there is certainly one fun way that you can help support them. In this day and age, we all know the importance of higher education and continuing your education. One is never too old to learn a new craft. We are so privileged in this community to have an institution that has been instrumental in improving the lives of so many Valley residents. College of the Desert has been a crucial step for many students locally, nationally, and internationally. Many go on to attain a 4-year degree. COD has been vital in the continuing education of our residents and investing in the future success of the Coachella Valley.
I started at College of the Desert in 1982 and I graduated in 1984.
I started in COD in the late 1980s and spent approximately 6 years getting my enough credits to transfer to the University of Redlands.
About 20 years ago, my husband surprised me with a computer for Christmas, which I did not want. If I have to learn this thing, I'm going to learn it right, I'm going to go over to COD, and I'm going to take a course in computers.
Primarily some teachers in high school, they all encouraged all of us to go on to college, and I just knew from experience, being the youngest of 6 children, with my siblings not having obtained higher education, the struggles that they faced, and I did not want to be in that position.
Fresh out of high school, it allowed me to stay at home, live at home with my mom and dad, my brothers and sisters. I just didn't have the confidence to leave the Coachella Valley, leave my family. And in the 2 years that I attended here, my confidence level just grew tremendously.
It was tiring and it was challenging. I didn't really know much about college. I was the first in my family to go.
I'm the first person that attended college in my family.
I dreaded coming on campus. I thought I'd be like a dinosaur on the campus. I'd scare the kids. I was amazed and delighted. I was one of the youngest people in my class of 30.
There were times I wanted to give up. I was just frankly tired and needed to take a little bit of a break. But I knew that I needed an education if I wanted to have a good life.
So just a few months later, when the Desert Sun called and wanted to know if I could write some society stories, I was able to say yes.
It changes your whole perspective, it changes your confidence level, it changes your outlook on life, and it opens up doors for you. I can't say enough about what this institution does for the thousands and thousands of people that have attended here.
If people just knew what there is here to be offered, simply pick up a catalog, look at the range again of programs available.
They've got something for everybody. If you've always had a secret passion for cooking, if you secretly like to be an actor, whatever you've wanted to do all your life and didn't do it, COD will help you do it.
This is our future, and by supporting this institution, you are supporting the betterment of our future, the betterment of our community. I'm a living example of that. Look what I've been able to accomplish. With the help of this great institution, College of the Desert, you can do it too.
You can change your life. I did.
It's amazing to think about the countless students who started at COD, went on to achieve their educational goals, and returned to our desert to make this an even better community in which to live. Right here in the heart of our valley is a world-famous nonprofit organization that has been credited for taking broken lives and piecing them together for over 30 years. The Hazelden Betty Ford Center continues in its mission of healing and hope for those affected by addiction to alcohol and other drugs, regardless of age, gender, or background.
It's an amazing treatment center, and I owe my whole life to Betty Ford, really, and I'll be forever grateful.
The Betty Ford Center is a beacon in chemical dependency, but also it's unique because it's a hospital, and not all chemical dependency treatment centers are a hospital.
Betty Ford Center, which is now a part of the Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation, brings to the table an incredible level of treatment in the field of addiction.
I could go through a 30-day treatment program and get an A, and then I would go home and get an F in life. I didn't know how to live sober, and that's one of the gifts that the Betty Ford Center gave me, was with the RDT program to be able to really learn how to live sober.
Betty Ford Center is the best place for treatment for your family member because it is a hospital with physicians and nurses, but also we care about your loved one. We are here to help them.
The Betty Ford Center, a part of the Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation, offers a full continuum of care of services in treatment of the alcoholic or addict. We have inpatient, we have residential day treatment, we have intensive outpatient, and we have therapeutic aftercare groups.
We have a lot of people in recovery have experienced the same problems that they have experienced. We have family members who have the same pain that you are experiencing with your loved one. And we're here to help you and help them get better and have a healthier, happier life.
Our national system of care is greatly expanded with our merger with Hazelden Foundation. We have sites all over the country offering all levels of care. We're especially excited about our new outpatient clinic opening in West Los Angeles this January of 2015. This enables us to treat the entire continuum of the disease of addiction, from detox through aftercare. And we now are focused not so much on 30-day treatment, but length of stay and what is appropriate for where the patient is in their treatment. It's very individualized care.
If you or a loved one needs help, please call us. We are here to help you. We know it's very difficult to make that phone call and to try and reach out, but we're here waiting for you, and we'd really like to help.
Before I got to the center, I had horrible grades, I couldn't hold a job, and today I just got a 4.0 last semester. I can look back on it today and say it was one of the best things that happened to me.
The Hazelden Betty Ford Center serves our growing and diverse community. They have been dedicated to serving patients and saving families. With your help, they will continue to do so for generations to come. And now to introduce you to a nonprofit organization that is near and dear to me. I am privileged to be a member on the board of the Barbara Sinatra Center for Abused Children. I know firsthand of the difference that this center has had on the lives of the children and families it serves. There is nothing more heartbreaking than a child that only knows fear, and there is nothing more heartwarming than when you see that same child blossom under the care of the compassionate staff and volunteers at the Barbara Sinatra Center for Abused Children.
The Barbara Sinatra Children's Center can be a model for how a community deals with abuse. We can show the rest of the country how a center like this functions within a community, how we work with the district attorney's office, how we work with CPS, how we work with the Betty Ford Clinic, how we work with Eisenhower Hospital, how we work with the schools, how we work with private therapists. This can be the example that every community has. We're lucky here, we're fortunate. The community should be very thankful for Barbara Sinatra.
When I met the children and talked to them and saw what happened to them, they were beautiful children. I had to do it. There was just something inside me that said, do it, open the place. They need a place where they can meet and be healed.
This is an epidemic in this country, child abuse. As an example, we see an average of at least 2 children a day that are coming into this facility to be interviewed by law enforcement and a forensic interviewer from CPS to determine, for court purposes, exactly what happened to these poor children. And statistically, if 2 children every day are coming in here, and that represents about 20% of child abuse, that means there's another 8 children in this community that are being abused every single day of the week. And that's just the cases that are reported. So it's our job not only to counsel those children, but also to counsel them so we break the generational cycle of abuse. It's been estimated that 30% of children that were abused that don't have counseling and don't have therapy will abuse their children. And then our board, which is a tireless working board. They're very involved, not just with helping us succeed at our mission, but also going out and helping us raise money. So we have a legacy to continue this operation for years to come.
I am determined to make a success of this, because those children, if we don't speak for them, they have no one to speak for them.
Child abuse is reported every 10 seconds.
Child abuse, the epidemic no one wants to talk about. That's what abusers count on.
I'm Barbara Sinatra, and for 25 years, my Children's Center has provided counseling regardless of ability to pay.
I'm Bill Nicholson. I support the Barbara Sinatra Children's Center Aunts and Uncles program with an annual donation.
Help us fight child abuse by becoming an aunt or an uncle for the nonprofit Barbara Sinatra Children's Center. Our kids are depending on you.
My dear friend, Barbara Sinatra, has been a beacon of light in the lives of over 21,000 children over the last 25 years in the Coachella Valley. With your support, the center that bears her name will continue to help children right here in our own backyards. I am honored and proud to share with you just a few of the worthy organizations here in our valley. They all need our help and support. There is a principle of giving in the world of nonprofit known as the 3 T's. One can give of their treasure, which basically means monetary donations. One can give of one's talents, which constitutes anything that you can donate or support with a special talent that you have. And perhaps most importantly, giving of your time. Donating time by volunteering at your favorite charity or charitable event. My goal in presenting you with this information is that you find a charity that touches your heart, just as Barbara Sinatra Center for Abused Children has touched my heart. But these are not the only organizations that need your help. There are many in the valley. Take BB here, for example. He's the love of my life, and if it were not for an animal rescue facility that survives on donations and volunteers, I never would have found BB, and he never would have found me. So take it upon yourself to find something, anything, you are passionate about, and I'll bet you can figure out which T, treasure, talent, or time you can utilize to make this community, our world, a better place to live. Until next time, I'm Bill Nicholson, and thank you for watching.